it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for a while. And today in this video, I'm going to do a knitting products I regret buying video too. And I do have a video of me doing a knitting products I regret buying video. And if you did not see that, I will link that down below if you are interested in that video. It is an old video of mine, not really the best quality just because I was filming with my webcam at the time, and I have, time, and so I apologize. I just didn't have a very good quality camera at the time. If you guys didn't like the video quality, I do apologize. I just didn't have a good camera at the time. So now I have a much better camera so you guys can see all of my knitting products that I regret buying, and I don't have that many because I'm usually very careful of what I buy with my knitting. I do purchases. I do a lot of research, make sure the reviews are really good. And sometimes I do accidentally buy certain things by mistake. Okay, but then again, we all learn from our mistakes. And just a disclaimer, this doesn't mean I hate any of these companies. I love most of these companies. These knitting products just didn't work out for me. And also another disclaimer, if you guys enjoyed any of these projects, that's completely fine. We're all different. So I'm going to get started. So the first product I regret buying is the Red Heart knitting needles. Now, I love Red Heart. They make such wonderful yarns. I love their yarns. They're my favorite. It's my favorite yarn company of all time. But I regret buying these knitting needles just because I feel like these don't really last as long as I would like them to. And a lot of these, when I first started using these, a lot of them would shave down and then the ends would end up really bad. I think I have a couple with bad ends. Hiding somewhere? Yeah, I don't know where some of them were. I think I threw a lot of them away, and plus they break easily. I remember one time I had these on the couch. I had a pair of size 8s on the couch, and I accidentally snapped one of them. Whoopsie. Yeah, I threw a lot of my old Red Heart knitting needles away just because the tips wear out and they're just not the best quality, and they're very hard for me to work with. That's why I like using all my metal needles, which are by Boyer and stuff, because I think the tips just work out better. The next product I regret buying is Lion Brand New Basic 175. Now, I might have mentioned this in my last video. If I did, I'm sorry. I regret buying this just because this yarn is very easily breakable. Whenever I've used it. Like one time I tried to make pom-poms with it. This whole string just broke, and literally this yarn is unspun, so it easily is able to break. I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty unspun, and so it kind of easily breaks if you tug on it. But I do love this yarn. They don't sell this anymore on lionbrand.com, because I guess maybe just because it just didn't work out. I do love this yarn, but it just didn't work because I had a hard time with it because it would break easily just because I think it was just an unspun yarn, and that's what happens with unspun yarn is you got to be careful when you're working with a lot of unspun yarns. One second. Sorry. The next products I regret buying are the Knit Picks Wool of Andes. I don't really like this very much, and I do have a full review on it that I just recently made, and I'll link it down below. And the reason I regret buying it is because it was kind of, it was only like $2 to $1.99 or $2 something a skein. But the reason I regret buying this is because it's not as soft as I expected. The Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, in my opinion, is way softer than this. I've used it for a scarf, and I like how it looks with the scarf. But I just regret buying it because it's not as soft as a lot of the other wool yarns that I've tried, which I'm slightly disappointed with. But it was good. I used most of it, but I just don't know if I'll have a use for it anymore. That's why I never buy it anymore, just because I just don't like how it feels and stuff. And again, I have a full review on this, and I'll link it down below. The last product I regret buying is this cord right here. So I bought this because I needed a really long cord so I could do the magic loop method. And what I didn't realize, this was for clover knitting needles, which are wood knitting needles. And I bought these for my for my, my Boyer Needle Master Kit, which I'll bring right here. So I bought this cord for my Boyer Needle Master Kit, which I have right here. It is a set of interchangeable circular needles, which I love the most. I apologize for the popping out cords. And because I wanted to try using a long cord so I could practice the magic loop method, because I hate using double-pointed wood needles because I don't like how wood needles work, because they're very hard for me to work with. I prefer metal needles because I think they work a lot easier and stuff, and it works really and they are really great and stuff for me because the stitches glide easier rather than on the wood and plastic. And I know a lot of people who are beginners like to use wood or plastic needles because they keep the stitches from slipping off, but I prefer metal because they're just easier for me to glide with. And I didn't realize this cord was only, if you guys can see this, they only have like, and you got to stick the needles in and screw. But with these, let me pull one out for you. You have to screw these on the ends, if you can see that, like this. And what I didn't realize was there was no way to stick the needles onto here, because if you can see, there's an open side, and this is already open in here, so there was no way for that to work. And I just, even though this was like, I forgot how much this was, but I remember it was pretty cheap. It was like $5 or something, so not a huge loss. It's not like I'm crying over spilled milk, but I just regret buying that just because I didn't realize that only worked with clover or more needles, not clover more, clover needles, and not Boyer needles. So my bad. I learned from my mistake. But this is way better because you can attach the cords just in case you need a longer cord for the magic loop method. So those are all of my knitting products I regret buying. Those weren't that many, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!